Logic. I mean, if you don't possess any form of logic or reasoning, you're in very big trouble in life, and it could create a lot of problems for others as well. It is all connected to a certain degree. Logic is the study of correct reasoning or good arguments. Correct reasoning. Let's say, I mean, and what about sarcasm? Oh, I'm sure you know that. I mean, that's a form of reasoning that you have to use to discern the tone that a person uses. Because I didn't mean that. That I'm sure you knew that. If I said it like this, and this has something to do with this has to do with logic, but logic encompasses very broad, very big and wide terms. It's not just oh yeah, I'm good at math, I have logic. It's a lot of things. It's I mean it's a lot of things that it encompasses. But here it says it is often defined in a more narrow sense as the science of deductively valid inter, inter oh, inferences or of logical truths. In this sense, it is equivalent to formal logic and constitutes a formal science investigating how conclusions follow the premises in a topic neutral way or which propositions are. Okay, well, this is just it's pretty long. What I was referring to is much more simple. And it's not just sarcasm. I mean, let's just say, these what other examples? I mean, all right, well, let's just go back to that one. The tone that someone says it, like, oh, come on, you no, like that. Yeah, you knew that, right? What does that mean? That the person actually says, I think the phrase be verbatim, word for word. Yeah, I think you knew that, right? It's a different tone. It's spoken differently. I mean, if someone doesn't comprehend that or understand how a person says it, even though it is with attitude, it's attitude, and it's the first one was a negative, it's not something positive. But if you take it as a positive and is negative, I mean, how would the person that doesn't get it, how would the other person react? Like, you know, yeah, you watching the videos, and I know you get it. That's a form of sarcasm. It means that the way my tone, and the way I, stretch the words, it means you don't get it. And you need logic and reason. You know, I mean, logic encompasses a lot of stuff, but what would be another thing? Let's see. Uh, I mean, I don't know. Could it be how you also interact with people? That's a very big, uh, you know, it's a very big thing to possess. I mean, let's say you're a police officer, right? And someone's acting sarcastic to you, and they are being angry. You could pick out the anger, But let's say just someone you pulls over and they are shaking because they're nervous or something like that. And how would you interpret that? Or physical language, because I made a video about that. You know, and I'm not talking about how you have your hands in your pocket. I mean, can people pick that up that someone is uncomfortable? Or if you have your hands behind your back, I made a video about that too. But it for me, it meant like they're hiding something, not just hiding something, but it's a it's a form of superiority to a certain degree, you know. And police officers, I noticed, do that. And there's another thing when they spread their feet out, and to me, it just means like it's my territory. What are you gonna do? and it means, and then I find out it means something else. But it just, like I never do that. I mean, I do that when I do like my stretches and stuff, but never to another person. I never did that. I don't think, especially with the hands behind your back. Yeah, the video I made about was this guy Andre that I used to work with. I used to do that walking around. I have a statue of Biggie, a little miniature statue. He has his hands behind his back. When I bought it, I started thinking about it, looking at it. I was like, oh man, that's really. That was a couple months ago. I was hurt. So I bought a T-shirt of him, but I still listen to his music. But as a person, I don't think he was that good of a person. Especially when he made that line, "Body in Virginia, cases in Virginia, body in D.C." So I knew he was, he did some, for lack of a better word, hood things. He was a criminal. He probably killed somebody. I wasn't too sure aware of that. I never heard anybody talking about it, but he rhymed about it. And then there was that statue. He was hiding something, or maybe he just felt superior to people. Maybe he felt like he was a boss. Because typically a boss will do that. It's they say a lot of CEOs tend to be sociopaths, and I was crazy about that. I was like, wow, why is that? But maybe they go for a reason. Maybe they want that. Maybe they need that, or maybe they're just really good at it because they have to control people. I don't know. It could be a lot of stuff. I saw police officers in Norway, and one of them, a fat one, he was laughing with me like an hour ago before they detained me for a warrant, and he was making fun of the guy and stuff. He knew I was making fun of everything, including my Aunt Martha. And then we were in like this little interrogation center. I was there for an hour or so. And he had his hands behind his back, and the cop, well, I thought he said, "Oh, I just do a desk job or something like that." And I was like, "Oh yeah," I let him on. I was like, I thought he was a chief of police or something like that. At least of that department, you know. Because I saw how he came over when those two detectives were there, and there was this girl named Barbie, blonde hair, and then later he came or something like that. And he was just angry, and I seen their faces. So, oh fuck, this is the boss. I started fucking with him. I didn't tell him I knew who he was. And I don't remember everything, but I have, these. I play in my head or play it over and over again in my head, But the thing is, it's like he had his hand on his desk, and the other, on the right one, was on top of his left, and not on directly at his hand, but above his wrist. And like, why would you? I kind of sometimes said that too, but here, I looked it up. I just didn't know how to word it. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that now because this is about logic. But the point is, what if you could figure all these little things out? I mean, see, I didn't have to read about this, but I read about it, and it goes on, further with it. Things I didn't even, I didn't even think about. Maybe it depends on the situation, but that's, a form of reasoning. You can pick up physical language of somebody, right? I mean, that's, when someone's smiling. Okay, someone be smiling and be nervous. Can you tell by how their cheeks are, how their face is? That's very important too, especially in your line of work when you have to figure those things out. How a person is behaving, acting based on how they act or what tone they use. What if someone's acting sarcastic? I mean, you got to take everything for verbatim, which means word for word, literally. Well, that's very destructive. I mean, we can't make jokes anymore. I mean, we can't make anybody laugh. I'm not talking about serious issues and stuff when people get offended, but stuff like that. If you don't understand that, then maybe you shouldn't talk to somebody that does understand it because people get me confused. I don't have to have the sense of whoever gets it or doesn't get it. It's like I could actually pick it up, but at the same time, it's like I think you're stupid. I think you're an idiot. There's nothing about you that I could probably do because I could really mess with you, but then you can mess with me too because like I won't get it that you don't understand simple things, And I'm not gonna get to the whole spiel, if you will. I'm not gonna get into the whole conversation and the event of Roe. Maybe I'll leave it for another video. Yeah, I'll make a video about that, but Elizabeth is my first priority. At least Elizabeth Police Department. Yeah. Something really disturbing about those people. They're all disturbing, but they take the cake. But that don't take that literally. one of the first times that I actually realized that this world is worse than the movie Idiocracy. Well, not the first time, but when I had it really proven to me when I was in the Roy Police Department. And I know there's a lot of things happening. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. This is a satanic, demonic world. It's ungodly. And I'm not a religious person, but I believe in good and just. And then I was sleeping in my car in Quick Check in Avenel. I couldn't fall asleep. I don't remember exactly why I didn't go home. Not that I was scared or something, my parents, but I didn't want to fall asleep with them being in the same house. Because one time I fell asleep. Not that it was them. I felt like there was snakes or something that was biting me and someone was touching me. And penis, I don't use that word, but I was laying on the side and just started moving by itself, like someone was touching me. And I heard little kids' voices. We don't know what you are. I was creeped out. I was like, geez, what is this stuff? Who are you people? Not talking like this, but in my mind. I didn't want to go back there anymore for sleep. I went there to shower once in a couple of days, and I stayed in my car in Quick Check. I drove around, but I hung out there. So there was people parked next to me on their phones looking at me laughing. When I had repression issues, or I was communicating with somebody about repression issues, and it was like they were reading my minds or like whatever, just, and then it ended. There was a lot of creepy satanic stuff that happened before that. It was very disturbing, or right around that time. But anyway, logic. I mean, if you think that's cool, to like stalk me or something like that, you have no logic. You're dead inside. Even though, let's say I was a celebrity, people told me I am. People, I don't care about that. Let's say, oh yeah, you're that guy from YouTube, and I just say, hey, we'll talk, have a conversation. No one ever did. So who are you people? Why do you watch my videos? I'm not gonna get into that because I know. Point is, I was in that Roy detainment center. It was a detainment center. It was the police department in the back somewhere. It was like a white, brick and stuff. And they had a concrete slab, and I was handcuffed with my right hand. And I don't remember why, but I was like, well, why'd you handcuff my right hand? I know if I made a joke before that, I jerk off with my right hand. Simply if I do it with that, masturbate with my right hand, well, then I'm right-handed. But I don't know if I did or not. I didn't understand it. It was like, well, what if you come near me and I punch you in the throat with my left hand? Because I want to kill you, I want to take your life. Because I'm a criminal. Right? And they were just joking around. I mean, we were talking for like an hour. They had a camera in front of me and we were just making jokes. I wasn't being too retarded, but I was just, trying to talk to them. I was trying to explain them a lot of stuff too. I wasn't goofing around anymore. I wanted to, I don't remember, but I was goofing in the SUV because I was like, oh, you got a warrant for me for what? Because Martha over there wants me to get arrested? Who are you people? Fuck you. And then there's people that, they appear like they understand stuff, what you say, they have logic, but they're ruthless criminals, they don't care about anything, They're like those people, not on the same level, but they're almost just as like as those people that, up here have no logic or common sense. Is what it is, common sense. Common sense isn't like breathing or, a scent, right, or sight, like smell. Common sense is just, basically logic, Let's say you're sitting on the subway, someone sits next to you, you're not attracted to them. Say they even smell, and just sits there and bumps you and sits on top of when there's like all the spaces next to the right of that person. And he just stares at you like, get really close. It's common sense not to do that. Right? It's illogical. Because, that person's violating not your private space, but it is, I don't want to say an assault, but it's creepy, it's disgusting, you probably shouldn't do that. That's one of those things. It's illogical to do that. Unless you're trying to offend somebody and creep them out and scare them, or you're trying to be aggressive in some way, or yeah, the other person's trying to come off as a sexual thing or just whatever. And I'll go on a limb here. I mean, I'm losing my topic here because I don't know how many people even have logic or how to explain it to them how lost they are. I don't care if you have money and you're with somebody and you're not depressed and you have a job. It doesn't matter. When you have logic, it's not that this is like the greatest philosophy of all time. This is like the most simplest thing. And there's people that have logic, but maybe just not just intelligent, not that well read. Who knows? Maybe some of them are illiterate. But that, if you don't have, you're lost in this world. And if you don't have logic, and I don't know if the same thing as incompetence. I really don't know, because I think there's a lot of people just are plain incompetent. They can't learn. They have inability to learn something new. And I talked about that as probably the saddest thing. And this too, I mean, if you can't understand, there's simple things, how to relate, and how someone's trying to communicate with you, or not just that, other things that, I mean, it's not just for yourself. You're conveniencing the rest of us that have that. And this is not a genius. You don't have to be a genius to have that. So how many people either had it or lost it? I would like to talk to someone about that. How they get by in life. What else is, how do they view the world? The thing is, I could study somebody like, that, that cop that was, in charge. I just, the other fat guy was laughing the whole time. And for some reason, I don't know if I knew it or knew it, I do this all the time. I started messing with them, but, it's like, I want to tell him, the fat guy's laughing at you. I was just like, oh man, should I do it? I don't remember, but when you're in a moment when you're handcuffed with one hand, you have a warrant, they don't tell you what the warrant is for. I mean, yeah, I was kind of scared because I saw some demonic, satanic stuff, and I thought that's what they were getting me for. And I thought, and Marta texted me half an hour before, so I was like, oh, you guys are coming after me, because it wasn't the warrant that. And then later told me it wasn't Elizabeth when they took me to. I don't know. I think it was when I had my court case in Essex County Jail. A day and a half later, the judge over Zoom told me it's for an assault. I was an assault. It wasn't in Elizabeth when they took me to Elizabeth. It was in the county jail. Stayed overnight, and the next day. But even before that, I didn't even know what. But I was like, it's bullshit. I'm worried for what? I remember going to 720 Dowd Avenue in Amtech. I was like, it couldn't be for that because it was like 2 weeks later or something like that. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks later. That was before I actually went to Brooklyn, or I went to Brooklyn once or something like that. So I was like, nah, it can't be for that. I mean, why would he do that? I didn't even write anything about Facebook. Maybe I mentioned something. I wrote something about Contact, this job I had in 2004 and 5, or going on 5. And that's about Eminem, Marshall Mathers, And I responded in people's comments on Facebook about that. And that's when my Facebook accounts got shut. So I was like, oh, something else is going to happen now. I think that was before all that. Because I was angry about that. I was trying to probably tell them about that too. But I knew people were coming after me. Those that don't have logic. And those that have logic, but they just, they don't care. It's not they're just cowards. They have no morals. They're not morally equipped to even care. They just, they're more equipped, but they're scared. Not yet the fear part, but it's like that when you have certain logic, you have reasoning, this and that, but you can't understand how to eat better, right? Or you don't care about that. And even if it's not that you can't read this and that, you're illiterate. It's a hopeless world for you people, and the rest of us that have all that are trying to be better. We're not gonna be pulled down by you, and I'm not either. Let's get that thing straight. You want to call the cops on me because you don't like my video, I annoyed you, or I passed by your job and recorded you for being an idiot, stupid, and hurting me? Grow up and think of a better charge, because I'm not going away. Drinking my beer. You know, I'm not the type to exterminate people. Even if, in execution in the United States, because unless it's one place, I don't know where it was, they brought back the gas chamber. Yeah, I would want that for my Uncle Stanley. I really would. You have no idea. I would have a hard on for that. I think it's disgusting, but I would love to see him walk there, staggering with his bent knees, and get, executed, locked. It's disgusting. It's creepy. Even if you're not gonna get put down, like I don't understand how many correctional officers. Maybe they just get over it. Or maybe they're just dead, like most of you people inside. I think it's whatever. But I would be terrified. I just want to see his face when they put a mask on him and put him to sleep by gas. It would be horrible. I would like to know every day, years before he had that, what was on his mind. I really would. And he deserves it. He deserves way worse. Considering, he would have an okay life in prison. Because I would fucking hope he would have the worst that anybody ever had. I really would. And the rest of you people that are degenerates that, would want to cut my throat or throw me off a building or kick me down a hill, hope I hurt myself, steal from me, take from me, lie about me, put me in prison. Choice is yours. Whatever you want. What was your biggest fear? What was the most hateful thing you would do to somebody? What have you done in your life? Most evil, creepiest thing? You should really think about that. Because there's some of you that, you're not doing any justice that by taking a gun and exterminate people. You're really not. And the rest of you idiots that have seen car chases and you steal a car and you think you're trying to run around some cops. They don't even have to have helicopters. Some of you get away, but it's just like, man. I don't know. It's unbelievable. And the fact that I saw one police chase and the couple just got out and they were just nonchalant, calm. I would have been nerve-wracked. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't even run from the cops. Because, not that they have a gun, I'm just not into that. Wouldn't you be, kind of nervous and, shaking or something? I don't want to feel that. I don't enjoy that in my life. That, not just that whatever, warrant arrest in Rahway, there was a second one, illegal detainment, which, they didn't give me a charge. It was later. And then the cop said, oh, you're the guy from Super 8. Yeah, I'm the guy from Super 8. I'm your fucking local celebrity. That was my first arrest in a Rahway, right? And it's what was I going, the level of just evil is just, it's astonishing. Astonishing, really is. I never thought it would be like this. Even a year and a half ago, the world, my life, and who I am, and who you people are. Majority of you. Maybe I did when I was a kid. But I just, I have a suppressive memory, which means I block things out for trauma. Excessive trauma. Yeah. Not so much anymore, though. By the way, I said not so much anymore, though. Because I know who everyone is. I might not remember words spoken directly, word for word, because my repression is a little bit different right now. Because when it comes back, it just, I play it over and over again. Because the first time I have a repression from something, I remember word for word, detail for detail, right? Not the second and third time I try to remember it. It's not like that anymore. But I know who every individual is that I met in my life. And I know I never sold my soul. I believe that I sold my soul when I was 5, 6 years old. And people perpetuated that lie. Or they didn't tell me I didn't. Some did, but it was just they just told me enough. Imagine how it feels like going through your life and just thinking you sold your soul to the devil. And creepy stuff happened in your life and you thought you were, not just a Satanist, but you actually sold your soul. And you have all the afterlife, you're gonna suffer like nobody suffered. For things happen. I didn't want to do anything to anybody. Those creepy things. There was a kid that had his finger cut off, I think. You know, I wouldn't do that, but which is something I couldn't understand because a lot of people want to put that on me. I think that it's that instant karma. At least that's how I see it, or something like that. Because there's another thing happened, an incident before the Wildwood incident. It happened in Seaside Heights. I believe it was 1999. It was those CMF people, and the same thing happened. And then some of them got in a car accident, this and that. But they beat the crap out of me. Very badly, very ruthlessly. But, you know, you can have logic, just, you know, I couldn't understand it. Other people played around with me. Some people might have not known me and didn't know that. But, you know, even if you know me, you probably wouldn't help me or tell me the truth. So I put you in the same pedestal and the same boat. I don't care. There's degrees to that stuff. There really is. I'm not an executioner. I want to have a normal life. You people don't. If this is hell, I'm bursting out of it and I'm leaving you behind. But I don't think it is. You make it a hell. And a place that could be heavenly. Because I don't think it could be heaven or utopia. But someone like me, I would strive for it. The problem is, majority of you that I met in my life. And there's more of you out there. You know, I'm not going to tell you how this ends. I'm pretty sure, well, you don't have logic. But I'm pretty sure you already know what's going on. Yeah. And all of you Block TV people, alright, I had fun with you. Not so much Block TV, but Stickle. I really did. I know if I did it to the fullest extent that I should have, you know, it just like, you know, it was fun. A lot of times it was painful. Yeah. I got disrespected and, you know, over and over again. Yeah. Including by some teenagers who, you know, I don't know if they call me a racist or a pedophile or something like that. Yeah. And people picked up and they try to say the same thing. Wow, because I didn't hurt them. I didn't physically assault them. Because some people think I'm a homosexual, or maybe they're just so stupid, deluded, that I don't go around hurting people that I'm gay, right? Right? So gay people never been in a fight and assaulted anybody. Gay people don't rape anybody. They wouldn't kill anybody. I mean, are you people that degenerate and mentally deformed? You know, you're handicaps. You really are. The fact that I got accused of something, and a lot of people, I don't think they mean it. You know, they just say that they're dumb. They just want to like hurt me. But a lot of people are mentally handicapped. We can't build enough hospitals for you to be there, prisons. It's just not going to work. I mean, what are people thinking about? Considering you are. You know? I mean, there's another thing, like, I can't wait to go to court. I really can't. On Zoom. I'm going to record everything. It's my right. I'm not going to get a lawyer now. Very vehement about getting lawyers because I called a couple, just keep hanging up the phone on me. Yeah. When I got, I told them NYPD how I was treated. And I don't know, it was before. And I call it was an assault, but it could have been attempted murder if I could prove it. But it's like, you know, they didn't respond to me. And this and that, and a rollway. And they just hung up on me. A civil defense lawyer in New York, Manhattan. So I thought, I mean, I think it was a civil case because, well, maybe I explained, she's like, well, we can't do that. And then I said, who I want to take to court? And the administrator just hung up the phone. And one black guy, a lawyer, black-owned business by black people. Yeah, I'm ridiculing you, homie. You know, he was like, yeah, I take those cases. What's going on? This and that. And then I said to him, yeah, well, you know, I don't think we can help you. This and that. I'm like, well, why are you being a coward? Why are you scared for? I'm not scared, man. I'm not scared. You're scared. You're a fucking coward. You know, I just told him what I thought. I just fucking hung up the phone. What am I, leave him a negative review? Because he didn't do his, I don't know, his civic duty. He's private, right? He doesn't have to take my case. You know, fuck you. I don't like you. You could win, but I'm not going to help you. Another guy in Rollway. Before this case that I had to go with, I was like, well, let me see. Maybe I will get a lawyer. And he didn't even talk to me as an administrator. He was sitting on his desk, I don't know, just hanging out. He was typing something. He wasn't too busy. He was too busy with this other case. And then the administrator said, you gotta, he doesn't have time for you. He's very busy. He's very busy with his other, and it wouldn't be right to you or him if he couldn't defend you. Yeah, a simple what? He didn't even listen. It was a simple case. All he had to do is say. So they gave me the same lawyer from the last case that I didn't even know. I never see or just saw his name. My parents assigned. I know they did. You know, and the first time my dad said, you should just be quiet, don't say it. Let him do everything. We did this for you. I called my dad a little boy and a pedophile and a faggot. But that didn't get to him. The little boy did. Yeah, he's a little child. And a lot of people really are. You really are. I'm a man. Even I was suppressed, depressed, getting high, drinking, and suicidal thoughts, and this and the other thing. Oh yeah, take your Limp Bizkit ass and take my songs. Yeah, when I go into trauma. I mean, you guys are just degenerates and retards. Really. You owe me everything. All of you. All of you. Anyway, even if I was like that, yeah, I got degraded, this and that, but I wasn't a coward, too cowardly. I feel fear, but I'll stand up for myself. I'll make fun of you. I'll ridicule you. And people that had a problem with that, grow up, get out of here. I never liked you in the beginning. I should have made fun of you more. I should have ridiculed you more, trolled you, shitted on you. Not literally, because I know some of you people really want to do that to me, and probably to other people. I mean, there's people out there that watch scat. It's a porn site where a female or a male, usually females, defecates, shits on everything. Herself, he has feces on her. Like you're disturbed. You're a disturbed individual. Like, didn't you have scent? Repulsive that is. I do look at my poop sometimes. I had to. I learned it a couple months ago because I was bleeding from my anus from some pills or something that I didn't even know I took. And I mean, some of you people want to do that to me, including my relatives. Mommy and daddy would. Yeah, that's the kind of life I had. Don't worry, Marshall. I'm not going to be better at hating my mommy than you. You take the prize in white America. Tell Erica, I love her too. Fucking retard. But anyway, let's get off pills. Because I'm on beer. Don't mix. Nah, you can mix. Sir makes a lot. There's a drug overdose. Nah, I'm not going to go there. Because it'd be funny in person. Yeah, I'm an asshole. Up yours. What was I saying? Oh yeah, mommy, daddy gives me pills or some shit I don't even know. Shout out to Britney Spears. I know how it feels. Anyway, that's my train of thought. Yeah, train of thought. Yeah, I'm not disturbed like demented, but I am going through something right now, and a lot of people know. Maybe there's people that don't know, but I'm not too sure or aware. You know what's going on. Yeah. People that playing with my mind. Oh, it's Imagine you can do stuff, but you just don't do it that well. Went to the liquor store and I didn't know where I put the $5 I got. It's agitating, it's very agitating and frustrating. All right. What phase of your heathens and your devils, your Satans and your worshippers of a false god are going to try to do me unto others, huh? Can anybody answer? I know you cowards aren't going to leave a comment. I know you pigs ain't going to answer, right? Haven't been called a faggot cracker in about a month. That was on one incident. Never want to be a cracker. Never want to own slaves. Not into that. I did say I would. I was angry. No, I'm angry. I want to. So you wouldn't be a slave. You would be what was that phrase they would use? To immigrants. Oh yeah, I should read about that. Yeah, yeah, very odd. Anyway, you would work about 10 to 12 hours a day if I had my way. But in a sense, in the world that we're living in, not just science but technology, do we need manual labor? Let's say there are good people that are intelligent and logic. I mean, do I want, and not just IKEA, that's fine, but I'm not picking on them. They're okay. But do we need to mass produce stuff? You know how many items there are that could be reused? And I picked a lot of stuff from people, like a bookshelf. And it's scratched, it's in good condition. I had to fix it so it wouldn't wobble. But you know what? What if I could fix? I mean, people already do. They fix stuff, they reshape stuff, remodel, um, refix stuff. Why do I need that new shelf from, like, I don't know, something with technology? It's that one store in Menlo Park. You just, like, it's cool, but it's like, Jesus, like a couple $100 for a bookshelf made of this fine wood, right? When I could have that wood, maybe 30, 40 years old, probably better, design, and I could touch it up and it would be just as good for free or for a couple dollars. There's a part of me thinks they used to think that you leave something and people possess it, or they gravitate you, because it is a supernatural world. I don't care about that. And if you do, you're gonna get whatever's coming to you, and people that do that, you are, because karma's a bitch. And the thing I still don't understand, which I get, people are just either demons or you're from that underworld and you live here, that you don't care, or you're dead inside, you just don't care anymore. So you go through, you're depressed, and you don't want that anymore. But what you don't understand, you're gonna get a lot more. That's what you believe in. That's what I believe you should get. Because I want to give it to you on this earth. Very, very much so. And there's a lot of people that don't even care about slavery. And I use the N word, like, hey, my nigga, oh, yo, that nigga, this, that. I kind of kind of changed my tone there, didn't I? The black came out. No, but I called a black person a nigger for driving a U-Haul. I spit out my mother 3 or 4 times. I threw a fit. And then she said she was going to call the cops. So I went to the road police department. I was walking, and there was a guy with a U-Haul. And what it was is, like, he looked at me something. I was like, go fuck yourself, nigga, or something like that. And he drove past me, and he stopped. So I walked over I was walking, like, I'm going to approach him, and he was pulling back, and he stopped again. I could smell he was feared. He was scared. Or something like, he was, oh, shit, he's going to do something now. Or, oh, I don't want to approach him. And then I waited a couple of seconds. I was like, what? And he drove away. So he made a U-turn, and he drove past me. Like, where you live? Where you live? And I told him my address 4 or 5 times. It was right around the block. Trying to be tough. I put my address on the internet. I don't care. If you're gonna do something, do it, faggot. Seriously, you're a corny little white boy. You really are. Taking away your blackness. And I don't want to go out there and degrading some people in a racial epitaph, like crackers, niggers, faggots, spics. But I've done before. Polacks, all you people. I don't care. You're not human. You're not. And I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that. And the fact that he couldn't have a conversation, you did this and this and that. I don't know what he said, but he was asking for my address. He never came by. What did I call him, a pussy now or some shit? Because I knew right away he was a coward. That's not the life I want to live. I'm getting really tired of that too. I don't like to be aggravated by ignorant, dumb, criminal people with no logic, reason, no respect, no tolerance. Even you have a badge, fat dude. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, and those road cops didn't understand what I said Porky, and why they saw the movie, but they didn't understand when I saw him a pig. And I was like, well, it's Porky, pig. Oink oink, right? Bacon. All right. I should have said bacon. I smell bacon. I think I saw that Kevin Smith movie. I was like, how could you not get that? If you're a cop, a police, how could you not understand the reference? And under the movie, you're a pig. You're an animal. You eat shit. You feces. You're disgusting. Even though pigs are intelligent, all animals are. At least that's what they say. I don't care. You're a fucking pig. It's degrading. You're disgusting. That's what that is. And they are. They were. And people say, oh, you got angry. I just can't understand it. Because I'm not making fun of him, calling you a pig, and you're a cop and you don't get it. You're like 40, 50? What? You never saw. I mean, it's the American culture. It's the American culture. Maybe it's all over the world, but it's here. We call cops, they're idiots, they're scumbags, for lack of a better word, so everybody understands me. Pigs. Fucking idiot. And another thing. And there's some people that didn't understand that. It's like, and another thing. And then you just laugh and they look at you like, what? Because you I was angry or saying something. It's like, no, that's the joke. Or maybe I wasn't even angry, you know. It's like, you know, the way I said is the tone. And you know, after you've been what I've been through, I don't want to hear that you have anger issues. I probably go on live like right now and I call somebody that I say, I'll make a video about having anger issues. They're gonna say, oh, you the guy? Oh, actually, yeah, you do say I have anger. I do have anger issues. I mean, you people been falsely arrested, thrown in jail. You were on the street in your car. You didn't have gas money. You didn't have water for 2 days. You pissed your pants. You were walking for a month. Nobody in Brooklyn, Manhattan, gave you the option to use the bathroom. You told in the cafeteria you had to leave because you smelled, even though you took a shower a day or so, maybe cigarettes, and maybe I did. You know, I urinated, I soiled myself, and I couldn't help but just explode every time I started to piss. That's the only time I piss myself. What would you think of the world and everything else? Yeah, like you're fucking New York? I hate you. And the way that your little New York came about, New Jersey and all this stuff, Virginia, East Coast, slavery and all that stuff. Everyone's coming through New York too. I mean, you guys are a bunch of heathens. Your country's built on blood. You slaughtered thousands, millions of people. Look at Wikipedia. Look at slavery. 10 to 12 million black men or black people were thrown into slavery. How many of them died? You piece of shit. You stunted your economy. And don't give me another fucking reason. Well, the Republicans really they really made their U.S. economy great after World War II. Yeah, another thing I read when I watched a video. Well, United States, I live here. Your fucking country was great because Europe was destroyed, and you controlled the market of production or some stuff. Look at that. Don't tell me about no fucking Ronald Reagan, you fucking retards. Even if he did, you know, he changed some stuff, played with the economy. Who cares? You had those 2 centuries of free labor, you fucking assholes. That's the only reason why you're in the game. What else would you export? I mean, you took that from the fucking natives with colonization. You demonic pieces of shit. You don't have the courage and respect to admit it. You don't have the decency to say it. All of you should be tried under God. In a criminal fucking afterlife you wouldn't believe. You got anger issues? Look at you pieces of shit. How can you not angry or sad about this shit? How many people didn't even talk about that? Put that on your fucking CNN. Fucking cowards. And, you know, maybe someone said it and that, but it's like, you know, and then even that, it's like, and you talk about World War II, when you took in, you know, when you didn't even want to, this country didn't want to go through, and yeah, the Allies helped a lot, they did, but you know, and yeah, I think I talked about it. You dropped two bombs. You didn't want to get into the war. This place did not want to get into it. It was a false flag. They pretended the ship got destroyed, so the U.S. will get into war. Right, you know, and another thing, yeah, the cocaine trade, yeah, all the drug infestation now, right, yeah, no one knew about that, right? Pablo Escobar was only because 2 Americans died on an airplane. That's when you really wanted to get after him. Fucking cowards, you pieces of shit, you nationalistic faggots. I don't care who likes me because I say faggot. You're a fucking faggot, including fucking president. I'm not gonna shoot the guy. I'm not gonna assault you. I'll degrade the shit out of you. I don't care who likes me. I don't like most of the people I met in my life. I hate you too. And if there's afterlife, staggering with beer. Even if there's an afterlife, I'm not into that. I don't believe in it. You know why? Because I want to do something with science. They'll take your DNA, put the worst fucking pain in your brain. I don't need your body. I will copy you virtually, take your mind, and I'll give you a Holocaust, slavery, pain, whatever your desire is to do another human being that doesn't deserve it, and you will get it for fucking eternity. Or I'll play with you maybe after a year like your little fucking U.S. judicial system and shit, ridiculous shit. And after 5 years of torture and pain, I'll let you open up, and I'll check on you to see if you recuperate, and I'll study you. But you'll be on parole. Unless Jay-Z and Meek Faggot Mill over there come over there and say, nah, man, we gotta fight for the niggas. Fucking cracker faggots. I won't let that happen. That piece of shit is the devil too. Fucking cowards. You know, fucking Instagram and you fucking titties and shit. Over sexualized females and shit. Bunch of demonic pieces of shit. You're garbage. Let's you answer the fucking phone if I call the Federal Bureau of Investigation of a fucking lawyer, you cowards. You still wanna fucking play? You fucking morons. Think I'm gonna go to court and a police cop? Yeah, I called a bunch of fucking niggers. I made a song. None of one was black. The black guy called a fucking dinosaur. I was too nice to that faggot. But I know you want me to be angry. You want me to be a crazy nigga. Because I'm a Negro to Spics. I'm a Chino to Polacks. What am I to Asians? Chinks, rather. Fucking nothing. Or fag, right? Bunch of homos. Bunch of fucking cunts. It's not about race or culture. It's something way deeper. You have no logic, no reason, no intelligence, and I'm not gonna call a movie. You can't fuck like me, you can't eat like me, you can't cook like me, and you sure as hell can't be me. Get off my dick. All of you. It's the worst thing. It's called the Lizos. In a Guinea language, be cocksucker. I don't even like the word Guinea. That's how angry I'm getting right now. You know, dick riders, you know, someone that either is or isn't homosexual, and I just found out these people were, some of them, but just wants to be like you and hate you, but imitates you and does everything like you. I'm creeped out by that. Yeah, roll a little, I haven't been, when was the last time I went to, oh yeah, you know, see, 2022, terrible years, right? A lot of things happen. I'm sure you're going to feel the same way, trust me. You won't remember a fucking week or a day. I promise you that. Anyway, last year, I went to the car show. As soon as I started taking pictures, because I wanted to do that. But years before, people in the way, they gave me an attitude, this and that, just looking at me. Everyone started moving that way. Stop sucking my dick. Not literally, metaphorically. I don't care if you're scared. You never liked me. Stand in the car and talk and look at me while I'm taking a picture. They never said anything. Fucking idiots. Yeah, someone's taking a picture. Oh, yeah. If everybody, yeah, it'd be inconvenience. A couple years ago, and you fucking hate me. You people fucking hate me. It's not the town. It's you fucking losers. I despise and loathe you. You don't have to move away. I felt creeped out. After what happened, I was like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe like, you know, they read my mind and they heard about the Holocaust hell that I was supposed to get. And then I fucking got it. Well, I didn't freeze to death. Is it irony? Or did they know? And the Royal Police, no, Elizabeth Police Department just wanted me to freeze my limbs off. You know what? That's irony. Oh, Carl, I brought that to myself. Yeah. Call my cousin Adam Nimick. Tell me I cried wolf. Except it wasn't an exact year, you demonic piece of shit. Dead or not, fuck you. I'll get to you too like your mommy told me to fucking pick Anlades and shit and to pull out a corpse. You didn't deteriorate. Deteriorate. Let's say there's a science. I'll give you a fucking hell like you wouldn't believe, you piece of shit. All I need is a little DNA, at least to my understanding, or maybe more. Fucking cockroach bum. Fucking other retard. Abusing me mentally and shit. Till, you know, I put him down, he still ridiculed me and shit. Yeah, that's my family. Those are my relatives. Yeah. Made a whole video about Adash over there. But so much, not too many people saw it. I don't care. Fuck that loser. Little faggot. A video of him and his dog hating him and barking on him. And that's a sweet dog. That's a very nice dog, you know. He didn't do that. Someone that degrades an animal. Dogs used to bark at him. Used to hate that guy. Yeah, it's very indicative. And he bought a dog or something like that. Fucking idiot. Fat fucking clown. Fucking piece of shit. Let's call his mommy. See how retarded and insane she is. A lot of you people are probably fucking like that or worse. You fucking idiots. Fucking clowns. Go to the fucking hell. Go to the fucking place where you should go. Because you sure as hell don't belong here. Unless you want to fucking Mars with that fucking ET motherfucker. And I don't fucking hate that guy. I don't hate him for the Tesla. A lot of you fucking retards don't know what Tesla is. It's a car. Nikolai Tesla, you fucking idiot. Fucking moron. Bunch of convoluted cunts. He's angry. We don't like him anymore. Fuck you too. And another thing, if I no, I already made that joke. Oh, I forgot it. Did I have to do the fist time? That's repression, except it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Not that quick anyway. You know, it's very slow. And once suppression sets in, I don't know, I don't remember if I feel it coming around. But it's like, you know, my mind goes to a different place and I think a lot about stuff. And then time goes by, and generally those people that I went to had an interaction with the anger, they don't come around. So it gets pushed to the side. But then they come back around again. Yeah. And then, you know, I got called a homo or something for having a hat that a trucker had or not. It has nice colors, this and that, but I got called a homo or a faggot, right? And then I ridiculed them for like being, I don't know, believing in bestiality. Incense. I gotta get rid of that incense. I don't need it. I never liked it anyway. Both. See, some of you probably wouldn't get it. You'd be like, why is that? No, shout out to, yeah, whatever. Fucking Scooby-Doo. I kind of like that guy, but he's a criminal. Anyway, you know, it's like I got told, yeah, I had a fantasy about having a sister having sex with her, and that idiot from that fucking show, you know, I know he met Luke. It looked like he was my kitchen. It was probably somewhere else, you know, because imagine you see something, but you're really not there. Yeah, that stuff happened to me a lot of times in my life, you know. You know, and I see people know about that. Yeah. And someone told me, oh, you get them for that. If it happens to you, I'll fucking enjoy it too. Yeah. But I'll be funnier at it. And I'll record you. Because suddenly people recorded me and stuff. Well, why didn't you record me? Put me on the internet. I didn't know you were in my house. You could have done so much with that. There was these two Brazilian guys. They pissed on me when I was asleep. At least so I thought. Because I woke up and it was just like musty hair. You know what I mean? What is that? I mean, they didn't give a fuck. Imagine if I could make piss on you all year. Someone be turned on by that. I won't let them watch that. I'm just not that evil and creepy. I'm not like you people. I'm really not. I had a lot of messed up things happen to me. I can't prove molestation because I blocked it out so far. But I remember some creepy stuff. And a pedophile that lived not too far from me or something. And his little sister was babysat. And she called me a stupid ass because I saw a science channel on a Polish TV back in like 85 or 86. And I said, oh, in the year 2000 we had flying cars or something like that. And she called me an idiot, stupid. There was a lot of other things. That's the first time I really got drunk. Little babysitters give me, you know, alcohol. And I passed out on bed. I told them I didn't want to be there. Why is she coming here? Because these two little friends that babysat her wanted to hang out. Yeah. And her little brother, a big brother, that little girls, not the babysitters. Turns out he was a Satanist. And he was like, he used to write stuff. I remember I saw he used to write stuff. He put thoughts in my head. And now cell phones came about, and people still my cell phones. I mean, I gave you my number, you can read my thoughts. That was that. But it turns out, you know, someone told me he really fucked me over. Because I told somebody, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to pay somebody. And I wasn't going to do it, but I was going to pay somebody to, like, beat her up or something like that. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not that kind of person. Maybe it was. And this other fat retard told me that story later, and that's when I started putting piece together. And I thought, you know, I sold my soul. Or at least they tried. Because I went somewhere and it wasn't my grandma. It was some other woman. It was my grandmother's house. That's that switch. Because I know we were walking to my grandmother because it felt like there was trees in the way. Or bushes. There was some witch that lived from my grandmother's house a couple miles away. Yeah, listen up, Garcia, you faggot. Faggot hole. Laugh, you fucking whore. I'm gonna see you in your fucking jersey cut, you piece of shit. Think this is funny? Fucking cunt. Fucking idiots. So we went there, and it was at my grandmother's house. It was in the other room, and like there was some older woman. Unless they let her be there, and it was my aunt because I felt like that fat guy. Maybe it was her, and I got this cut on my arm. And they said it was before I went to school, and they said we'll teach you how to write your name. and I didn't understand what it was. But then I read about it that you have to sign your name with blood to like give your soul to the devil or some shit. I don't know if it was true or not. I don't remember. It's a different events in my life because the first time I pressed, I forgot. But I was off coming off of coke. Shout out to Def Shield too, faggot. Yeah, tell you little faggot, fake nigga I said hi. In Puerto Rico, it's my fault. I would have fucked you up mentally. You wouldn't believe, you piece of shit. You cunt and a thief. Anyway, I don't know if it was after that I had that repression about that because I started thinking a lot about that. I was getting high every day, very, very much. But I don't remember. It's just that there was another me, a clone, that time traveled from 2000 to 85 or 86. At the time, but supposedly I sold my soul. I don't even know if it's true or not. Or maybe they found out he was there and were trying to mess me up. Because it's all convoluted and messed up. Except he's dead. He died in the year 2000. Yeah, Richard Garcia over there knows. And so does Julio Cordero. And a lot of people know. And you're going to fucking prison for murdering him. I really want that for you. And if you survive that world changes, I wish you nothing but the worst in the afterlife and this life, including the fucking whores you impregnated. Because you gotta be a fucking idiot to be with you. Fuck that bitch too. I know who she is. I know what was going on too. You piece of shit. You fucking gutter whores. Unless you don't like me because I'm angry and you don't want to be around me, go fuck yourself too. I could care less for you. You're not me. You're not me. So anyway, I don't remember, but I just like she said, you can't do that. You're him. Or maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. But she said, you're not that stupid as he or something said. And that fat, it wasn't my Aunt Litka. I don't believe. Or maybe it was. It was that fat fucking pig. It was that switch. I was singing my Aunt Lydia. They do some stuff. It's a mirage. I was seeing her, but it was really him. I kind of felt it. And I think she said, he owes you an apology to him. Or maybe she said, and first I was like, I didn't apologize to him. He wanted me to apologize to him or something. And for what? And a couple months ago I heard his voice and he said, yeah, we had a good time. You didn't like it, but so what? Something like that. Because he was a pedophile. Because I saw him when I was a little kid, 4 or 5 years old, and his little sister was sitting in my living room. Maybe it was because of that. And I had my shirt off. He just came in and he just started staring at me. Because like little boys. Yeah. And then I saw his little sister, right? Because all that insight went to Poland in 2004. Yeah, and at some other guy's house. And she did the same kind of talk she was trying to do. Except she was married to a guy, and then she told me, yeah, he's stupid, but I like him. Or we like him. I was like, well, you like stupid people? I started thinking, so I'm stupid to you, right? And it was the whole thing with that. Like all these people I met in my life, it's a very slim chance that someone either respects me, doesn't want to manipulate me, want to hurt me. They just say I sold my soul to the devil. You don't think I get that fucker to fuck you up? I'm not like that. I'm not like him. And the fact that I was played with like that my whole life, and like I even though I felt good, I still had that in my mind sometimes, especially when I felt bad. It didn't feel good. It's an emotional pain. And some of you are going through a depression. I see it on your faces. Good. Good. Yeah, enjoy it. Because it doesn't feel like that. I would have liked to feel depressed for something real than to feel like I'm the lowest human being on this planet. I don't deserve life or happiness. Yeah. For 41 years or so. Because last year is the first time I realized that wasn't true. And nobody told me either. Yeah. Yeah. And now all of a sudden I hear voices and what, you want a healing? Huh? I'm gonna help you, you fucking pigs. Will you meet me in life in a park? Maybe you would have, maybe you wouldn't. But maybe you're a piece of shit. And maybe I didn't talk to you that I know that I can communicate with animals and I feel their senses. I didn't say it. You fed up a couple crackers. Because I'm a cracker faggot, right? Or I'm a Negro. Or a Negro. By the way, where does the word nigga come from? Nigga. Fucking idiots. Fuck you. All of you. Not equally, but I would love to. Fuck you, you were destroyed, but not like you did it at all. I could still hear you. But you already know that. By the way, about hearing voices, it's not a voice that is like, it's haunting you. And you like it's because a month ago there was some creepy stuff going around. There was some demonic stuff. That stuff exists. It's telepathy. It's ESP. Yeah, I'm not into that. A couple of months ago, I was experiencing that, and I was relaying messages to people that were lost in the forest. And they had a voice, we know, we got it. And I realized maybe they just didn't give a fuck. You know? And then some time goes by and I was relaying a message. I saw a vision. It's like you don't see it, but it's like it's like you're thinking about it. It's not a clear memory. That's how it works. And I could triangulate the longitude into like a helicopter or somebody out there. Or maybe they already knew. And they would just say, yeah, we know, we got it. So I stopped thinking about it. But then, yeah, that was like in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, I started doing that. Every night I went, I sat in my car, Kent Avenue. Shout out to MTech. Did I know you? Fucking losers. Anyway, sat in my car, and I would do that sometimes. But then, actually, no, I think that was in the psych ward. Yeah, I think it was there. There too. And then, no, actually, it wasn't a couple months ago. Well, that was that, but a week or 2 weeks ago, I tried to do that stuff, and it was like, and it was just wrong. It was like people didn't want to be found. They were doing something in the woods that I probably shouldn't know about. But I was trying to communicate lost people in the woods in the United States. Because a lot of people get lost. And if it happens to me with telepathy, and people could play with me like that, imagine what those demonic people that know how to do that to random people. Watch that guy, I forgot what his name is. He telepathically told me not to watch his videos. Mr. Baldwin, though. Yeah, he was talking about a guy that wrote like 4 or 5 books about how many people got lost in the woods of the United States. It was like it was just scary though, because like people fall off the trail. But that's one thing. There's another story he had. This female, she got sucked in the woods. She didn't remember like anything for a day or two. She didn't remember how she got there. And then they found her naked and her clothes were by a waterbed. And there was another story where this woman, she lost herself. She got lost in the woods, and then she saw these people with suits and stuff. There's a video with suits on YouTube about these strange men. I don't know if it's the same thing, but it's like creepy, disturbing things in the world. And I was trying to help those people and a bunch of other people that lost on the trail with my mind. And you could take me to a psych ward or whatever. I would love to go for that. The only time they got me for the psych ward was when I raged. And I think those people, the one cop, I think he had logic. He understood it. I know he understood I wasn't crazy. But that's your little conformity of evil in the United States of America. You follow orders. You don't step out of line. You salute the flag, even if it's shit. It's garbage. Burn it. Burn it. You're a disgrace to humanity. You're a scum. You're cunts. Fuck you, Joe Biden. You're a piece of shit. You always were. I want that motherfucker to fucking feel it. Not just Nancy Pelosi, that fucking retard. Yeah, I felt communicating with that fucking piece of shit. Rest of you on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. You should all commit suicide. Have some respect. Be a samurai. Kill yourselves. You're a low-level grade sentient being that probably isn't sentient and doesn't feel. The fact that you can't design laws not control society, you degrade human beings the way I was degraded and other are. I've seen other people that didn't get court notices in Elizabeth, New Jersey for 2 months. I didn't either. I don't know if people stole that like my mommy and daddy, but there's a lot of crazy things going around. And there's a lot of illiterates that don't even know what they're doing. Yeah. We're gonna teach Joe Biden how to ride a fucking bicycle? Huh? You fucking ingrates? You didn't know he was like comatose when he was running for president? I mean, you people are pieces of shit. I don't think he's running the country. I hope he's not the one running the country. I don't give a fuck anymore. Because the people running the country are fucking evil and crippled mentally as well. I didn't want to come to this country. It wasn't my idea. Actually, I'd rather stay in Spain. And there was differences in Spain. There was. But it was Europe. It was Europe. And it's like that all over the world, but you know what? Um, yeah, I got cold names there too. Things happened there too. It really did. But that whole fucking white boy shit pissed me the fuck off. And you know what? You're a bunch of fucking niggers. You really are. You should be fucking slaves. In fact, if I could invent time travel for you fucking niggers on a subway that went to a fucking north, I would throw you in there. Because I was too nice to you to have, have thoughts about you being rejuvenated in juvenile hall. I wouldn't give you that fucking respect. The way you treated me. And a bunch of other people. And an older man got hit in the side of his fucking head and assaulted. And your little MTA, little fucking security guy just looked at them when they ran away. You're cowards. You're all pieces of shit. And I wish there was another word, not just to hurt black people, but to all of you, that will hurt you more than getting a black person's face called you a fucking nigger. Chafnuch. Pizda. You know, to degrade, a sentient being like myself. I had a big stick. I found a big stick. At first, it was a branch, you fucking morons. You fucking clowns. You fucking retards. And I made that Harry Potter joke too. You fucking idiots. You can't be funnier than me. You can be angry and insecure. You beat me at that. You can have that, you fucking idiots. It was a branch. I used it as a walking stick, not that I needed, but I used it for a lot of stuff. By the way, some of the stuff you use, because you don't have a desk because you can't read. Bookshelf, no, you don't have that. Let me see. What else do you have? Wooden pipe to smoke your little marijuana? Yeah. Or did you escalate for fucking glass? You fucking cunts. Anyway, wood products are made of those, not just branches, but the main tree. You fucking retards. And I could use a lot of that stuff for myself. I could design stuff that you will never afford, and your mommy and daddy probably will never afford either. Because you know what? It'll be a place that you call it for white folk. White people and shit, you fucking racist piece of shit. But it's not just racism. I could smell the fucking devil on you. Call me a white, I didn't even look at anything. Some fat whore was sitting across from me with a faggot. And they just wanted me to get angry. I didn't get angry, they just smiled. And all you people that believe that I did the coronavirus, I said it before, I believed it too. That's why some of you believe that. I made a video about the waiting room, because that's where it started from, the coronavirus. I know people don't give a shit, but let me tell you something. They just say I invented coronavirus, give you SARS. I'll give you SARS with AIDS, cancer, and all that shit. Because fucking Ganush over there wants to give me that shit for ridiculing him. And the rest of you probably wouldn't give that to me, and a lot of people like me. They just call it what it is. I may or may not know the person that perpetrated that and it got its way to Wuhan from Roy, New Jersey. Unless I was the first one that got it from somebody and it spread. Let's see who anybody cares. Because many people give a fuck. Because your country will be fucking demoralized with the shit you did for the fucking world. Yeah. You give a fucking a SARS virus. At least you retards are masked and shit. I'm talking about the deaths. Crippling fucking economies, you piece of shit. Yeah. As Yanushek Katkovsky knows what it is. Yeah, him. And those salesmen, and those fucking idiots in the waiting room. And that fucking cucksucker that was sitting next to me, that next week he said he's going to race in China. I don't know if it was Wuhan, but that's where there was a race of military personnel or something like that. And he was sitting next to me a week or 2 weeks before that race began. And they said the first time there was a race next to that freaking, where the coronavirus, they thought it started. So people knew. You fucking knew. Except I don't know what the fucking game you're playing. Because the Young Turks instigated to me that I should fucking take my life to save humanity. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the only thing you got? And you already had me there. Because I had bought out pain pills. I was going to kill myself. I made 2 phone calls. I pussied out. Fucking whores. Demonic piece of shit. With your fucking crooked nose whore. I remember you from fucking 98 or 99 Washington D.C. Jank. Fucking cunt. 1790 Lawrence Street, Rollway, New Jersey, 07065. You could text me, call me. Be a man, you fucking coward. Fucking pussy.
And fuck that Magic Dory too. And tell that fucking black motherfucker stop playing basketball. Grow up. Nobody wants to hear you play basketball. Fucking idiot. I got so much fucking anger and disdain and loathing for you. Those fucking the Young Turns, the rest of you. The Young Turns and NBC too. I know who people are. Maybe it's a fucking cameraman, the good light guy, like, I didn't know, but what is it gonna do? Yeah, fuck you. Eat your fucking little papaya, whatever, peanut butter jelly and shit, and fucking die of fucking old age, you fucking crippled faggot. Yeah, it's not the beer. I feel you fucking fear whoever you are. All of you. I feel it. I breathe differently. That give it away. You can do something to me now, too. Yeah? Fucking pieces of shit. And that fucking whore with the empath half shaped tattoo. Fuck you and Monograph too. A drop of water in the ocean that I had to pick, right? Yeah. For what? For that falling man. You know how imagine how it would feel from the Twin Tower. How many drops of water are there in the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific? I don't remember. Indian, because that was the smallest. To the number you fucking understand. That'll be one drop will be one person. Let's say it's a trillion drops. That'll be trillion of you individuals. You, one of you multiply that's trillion times. Meaning it'll be one of you, but you experience the same thing that he felt a trillion times degrees higher. That's what they were trying to tell me I was gonna get. People knew that. Monograph knew that. You people already told them out you would do that to me. And people, they were just still trying to scare you. No, you just give me a fucking answer what I'm gonna do to you. I want that from you. You gonna kill me? You should. Take my life. In fact, if you don't, you're stupid. But you already are stupid. Because you're the devil. You're the dumb bitch. I knew that from a long time ago. You have no capacity for compassion, understanding, or reason. Imagine what it felt like. And some people say he probably had a heart attack before he hit the ground. Because he was so shocked. Imagine you fall and you're like, you can't breathe and it's shocking. And that's a trillion, a number that wasn't invented. And there was other stuff. I will do that. Whoever's telling me you wouldn't do that, I would do that. You know why? Because you deserve it. Because the fact that fucking piece of shit Monograph would even say that of fear to me, for me to take my own life. For what? So you could preserve something he might have done? So because he was a molester to some degree because he was a chiropractor? Or he is an evil human being, he knows I'm good, and so we're doing good and evil. Nobody will answer me. Why don't you answer me? Yeah. You do. You said that. I'm not crazy. See, the thing is about punishing evil or the devil, they deserve it. They really do. A good person, I'm not going to say that goes to hell because that shouldn't happen, but goes to prison, that maybe have committed something, but they don't deserve it. It sucks. You know, I feel for that. Yeah. But we're not talking about prison reform here, are we, sweetheart? Too late for that. It wouldn't do anything. We're talking about the real consequences. Real consequences. They just say I'm an archangel angel or prophet, like, Gap-Tooth Fag said over there. I don't even call him a fag, but I'm angry, right? Because none of you texted me or left me a comment or sent me an email through YouTube through the years, but you know me, right? They give a fuck about you. Maybe you won't get that, but you'll get something else. Yeah. Because I could see everything if I want to. Yeah. So the devil goes to a sentient good human being and says, I want you to suffer for every drop in the, pick an ocean. Yeah, that one, right? Indian is a small, yeah. Every drop in the water, the same the guy, the fallen man guy, you're going to feel it for all eternity. What am I going to do to you? Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, faggot. Fuck that whore, too. Fucking cowards.